There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Global.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
In Swahili, they say leo ni ile siku, to simply mean that this is the day we are going to discover something interesting on the show. We are looking at a simple test to know that he loves you. What is this simple test? Welcome to the show. My name is Sylvia Kiremi. I believe it's going to be an amazing talk today.
Yes, and we are talking about minimizing the unknowns in life. We said the blow that takes you down is usually not the strongest, but rather the one that you never saw coming.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to avoid being blindsided.
Yes.
Falling in love alone, being hoodwinked, being deceived. You're trying to test the sincerity
Yes.
of motives. So if you are dating a man, because sometimes men look like they're very hard to read, what are they thinking? Is he honest? Is he sincere? If you're trying to read something, you're trying to confirm his motives, it's important to test. The concept of testing motives is very important, but also very sensitive. People don't want to feel like you're testing them.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to feel like you mistrust them, you put them to the test.
Yes.
But you cannot trust when you have not tried. We say tried and tested.
Yes.
You need to try before you trust. You test the sincerity. And the things we are counting on in life, particularly the ones that are long running. You want to invest your life, you want to move socially, you want to migrate socially.
Yes.
Because women don't understand how much they stand to lose in a bad marriage. They usually date carelessly by telling you, me and the man, we decided to start first, we'll do the, me and him, we decided. I tell him, you are not in the same place as that man. He has many advantages according to society. Society has a lot of male supremacy.
Yes.
Has a lot of male privileges, and you don't have them. For example, you migrate after you get married, you leave your people, go to his people. You carry his name. The children are named after him.
Yes.
You should be careful who you get children with, because your name is getting erased progressively.
Yeah.
From that, you should make sure that person honors you.
Sure.
Because you're giving them a name, children to carry his name.
You are all.
I don't know what else you can give a man if not children in his name, in his frame to carry his flag. You don't know your great grandmother's name. You really need to dig.
Yes.
But you know your great grandfather because the name.
The name is with everyone. Yeah.
The women are under there. They only need a man who honors, treats them well, because that may be all. The benefits for the woman are limited.
Yeah.
If you don't have a man who treats you right, you lose on all ends. Getting a child is a life-threatening affair for the woman, not for the man.
Yes. It is big.
The woman oftentimes will never be who she was before delivery.
Yeah.
After delivery, she loses something that she'll never get back.
Sure.
These things you hear of CS, or you think people are just getting children? Something awakening happens.
Yeah.
Something shifts. And because she can't keep talking about it every day, she adapts.
Yeah.
And women don't know what they stand to lose. You can lose your life.
Yes.
You can lose your identity. And because you are so attached to the children, the child stays with you 9 months. Sometimes men have ran by the time the child is born.
Yeah.
But the deception of this culture is to trivialize baby creating activities. Make them fun.
It is.
Sitting allowance. It's a boyfriend and girlfriend meeting allowance.
Give me a baby.
Sometimes they do things that create, they say, oh, it's a prize, the contraceptives failed.
Yes.
If you keep kicking penalties and you blame the goalkeeper for failing to
Catch the ball.
The safest way not to score is not to kick.
Yes.
If you keep kicking and the goalkeeper held 9 out of 10, but missed.
I saw a post in the morning while coming to work, and someone said, can you guys imagine how shameless my wife is being pregnant while our baby is 7 months? And now people are there asking, who impregnated her? The question, the shame should be on you.
It's impossible for you to blame your partner on things you're doing together.
I don't know if it was a joke or what. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
If you're a sharpshooter, why are you blaming the one you shot? you So you planted the seeds that have germinated. Deal with it. Mm-hmm. You guys are doing these things together.
Yes.
Just to tell you, it's spoken in whispers. Only when you get into marriage do you see what women stand to lose.
Yeah.
You watch the suffering. They don't even tell you the journey of pregnancy, what it is for many women. They don't tell you. Mm-hmm. How she has to lie on one side. There's a side that...
and difficult.
The trimesters, even when it's the first trimester, it's not visible. It's the most dramatic, emotional, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of fluctuations.
Yes.
Then a journey. Women lose pregnancies and nobody pays attention. They have lost a part of themselves. There's a lot of dangers. There's gestational diabetes. Men don't know about that. There's gestational hypertension. She can get other diseases from the pregnancy, which men don't encounter. When you look at how much it changes your life, you can't be casual with it. You want the man who gives you the only consolation of good treatment, of love, of consideration. So that's what a woman is trying to test. A woman who knows she's going to risk her all. Remember, if a woman was to think that her name would disappear from this generation, and she just gets children, the man who does not honor, recognize, include her, what's the point?
There's no point.
You know?
Yeah.
This is a patriarchal society. If at least you cannot get queenly treatment while you exist, what's the point? Live by yourself.
Don't get those babies with
Live by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, why sacrifice so much for a person who does not appreciate, only to still suffer the consequences of the sacrifice? You know?
Yeah.
Knowing that she will not be honored generations after generations. We remember Sarah today. We remember women who did mighty things. We remember them. But look at how the husbands included them in the whole mathematics. You know? There's an old man called Barzillai who blessed David. When David was fighting with Absalom, there was a lot of civil war, kind of unrest.
Yes.
An old man blessed him a lot and helped him. And he said he was 80 years old. He was about to die. He did not want to bother the king too much. The king said, come with me. No, I'm not coming. Let me go back and die. I'm in my later years. Later on, we see the daughters of Barzillai, who had been married by some guys there, being recognized. Daughters of Barzillai, the same man now, that a daughter of a great man married to other great men made them great as well.
Yes.
Women do marry men and make them great. But you need to make sure that you are given your rightful place of softness. The life is harsh a lot on women. Statistically, this is science. The happiest groups in society are single, childless women and married men.
Single, childless women
And married men. Those are the happiest people.
Okay.
Marriage makes men happier. Makes women less happy.
Oh. I now get it. Because women feel like they're losing, actually.
Women become the emotional therapist. They become the feeder. They become the warrior. They become the carrier. They become the planner. They become the logistician.
With no appreciation.
I'm telling you, if you're going to do those things, make sure at least the man you're doing it with.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Statistically, I saw some funny statistics in Ireland that 1 out of 2 women who die in femicide, who are killed in love triangles, they're killed by their immediate or former lovers. Or they say, not even, it was murder, all the women were murdered. 50% are being killed by lovers. Those are statistics in Ireland.
50%
of all murder cases involving women is by a lover, not a criminal trying to steal.
Yes. Wow. It's absurd.
In Kenya,
Yeah.
since for the last 1 year, we counted and the ones, it was 170 something. In a year, reported cases of femicide. It's a very unsafe world for women. I don't know how they afford to be careless. Ignorance is very dangerous. Ignorance is very dangerous.
It's costly.
A client I was working with, she does charity work, and she told me they did a hospital visit. They found that a lady who had twins who were 2 months old. She had heart issues that were triggered by the gestation of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Pregnancy tends to trigger anything you have,
Yes.
Whatever was wrong with you,
Yes. It magnifies.
you
Yes.
know. So she was admitted, and the babies were there, and they did not have food. It was a poor community. And it was the mother to the lady and the mother to the baby daddy, who are holding the baby. But there's no food. The babies cried out the night. One doctor volunteered a can of this baby formula, and so they brought a lot of baby formula. They assisted the babies. And she told me later they were told the mother didn't make it. She was only an 18-year-old, and they volunteered more to assist in the upbringing. And just those stories highlight you, though they happen and they're hushed.
Yeah.
The baby daddy was nowhere in sight. It was the women struggling the situation. It was the women losing their lives, losing their nights. You should get children and mix your life with a man who at least passes the test we are discussing, a test of true love.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't marry, don't live with anyone.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, you are endangering your life. Statistics have it. A woman would rather be single and childless. She's happier. Marrying, you are entering the saddest group in society. You should enter that group with a person who has proven worthy to risk it with.
Yes. Yes.
That's what we are trying to say.
Yes.
In society, marriage promotes men.
Yeah.
A married man has status. A married woman is a disappointment. If you go for interview and you say you're married, many men are disappointed. You're telling them you're taken.
Sure. True.
When a woman announces she's married, she's a disappointment.
Yeah.
When a man announces he's married, this is an organized guy. I think we can
This is the
do some
guy we
business.
want.
Yeah. Side chicks salivate for the married man.
Businesses.
Companies are happy. This is a stable man who will be coming to work. The moment a man is grown and single, he looks suspicious.
Yeah. You have questions.
Is he a weirdo? Is he a...
That one, yes.
Yes. The marriage promotes the man. You marry the man, you give him a respect in society.
Yeah.
You marry, and you're closing doors. Marriage, you close your doors. But it will open his doors.
Yeah.
Do you see how unfair it is?
It is very unfair.
Given all that, why should you marry? Only when it's a spiritual destiny for you, when it's the man who has proven, you believe you are here on earth. Marriage is part of your journey, but you're only marrying the man who proves that you are looking out the whole world for a deserving man.
Yes.
So today we are giving you the tests you should at least put in place. But if you are so lacking understanding that you are selling short, thinking, it's time, I'm growing old,
Yeah.
you will be back here midlife after you have been chilled. Some women don't listen until they've been ground to powder. You know, the Bible says even if you grind a fool with the mortar, you don't separate them with their foolishness. Yes. Some people are too committed to their foolishness. It will take a thorough beating from life, you know, before they can come back with humility.
Yes.
It's a life-risking affair to leave your father's household, the community you knew, to migrate to a man's world. You leave your whole world. That marriage itself cut off your male friends, cut off the girlfriends, cut off people. You're starting to learn new people. Some are taking you as a suspect. It's like you came here to compete for their brothers, whatever, for their sons, whatever. It's a trade-off, and a huge trade-off.
Yeah.
Getting married as a woman, sometimes it's only worth it when the man has proven to be worth it. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So the first test is when he progressively includes you in his inner life. The moment you start talking and he starts considering you and you're building closeness, you should see progressive inclusion into his inner life. If the walls are still up and there's no progress of him including you on friendly basis, before your girlfriend, friendship basis, consistency in communication, in including you and getting to know you more, inviting you to his life, inviting you to his events, updating you what he does, telling you about his life, about his people, his goals, his job. That's how the stories should progress. You feel like he's bringing you closer. As he learns you, he shows you himself. A man who is dating right should be aware the woman has more trade-off to do. I'll show my wife more of my village, more of my corners. It will become her world. There's some of her life I don't need to be part of. I will never go there. She's coming here.
She's joined you.
You need to show her those people. She needs to remember these faces, these names. They will be part of her. She's leaving father and mother to come and live in a physical way, in a social way. To tell you that, if you don't feel like there's a progression in how much you know him, if you feel like he stopped sharing, he's keeping you at arm's length, don't continue. Don't invest. In fact, do what our Lord did in the road to Emmaus. He was talking to these guys and he appeared like he would move on to Jerusalem. When they reached the diversion to Emmaus, he wanted, you should focus marriage, not this man. Some men are going only to Emmaus, just nearby here. For fun, for now, for tonight. You want the ultimate. And another expression I like is in Luke where he says, when the time was come that he should be received up, he steadfastly set his face to go to Jerusalem. When the time has come for you to ascend to marriage, to upgrade your life, to the Lord, you should steadfastly set your face on marriage, not on this man. Sometimes women get emotionally attached on this man. They start trying to convert him now. Set your mind on the goal of marriage. And when you feel like there's a slowdown, there's a pullback, you continue to Jerusalem. The only time you shall linger with a man, slow down for his sake, is when he's doing everything to bring you closer, show you more of his life, creating more time for you, including you more. It's not you probing, checking. No. You should see him buzzing your phone more, updating you more, stopping by your place more, bringing one of his friends more, showing you his sister more, showing you his brother more, bringing you to his company, to show you his world, to help you make an informed decision. A man is not just a husband. He becomes your world. He's trying to show you your world. Marrying you swallows you. You want to know what is swallowing you. You want to know what, if he does not show you a part of his world, that world will become a problematic part of his life. Men have all of us have three distinct sides of life, but because we are migrating, you need to know his social life, the friends, where he hangs out for networking, for entertainment, for socialization. What he calls friends. The circle he belongs to, the group of friends belongs to, that life is usually a whole life. You need to know the work life, the money, the career, the skill level, the goal, the plan, the strategy of his career life. You know that. Then his family. His personal life and his family relationship with how he does with his family, his relatives, what the role he plays, because some of them are the father figure. And they'll take a long time trying to help those people to stand on their own feet. He has 5 children, siblings. He should raise. Don't just scare for baby daddy. I know you know about baby daddy. Let me tell you about other baby daddies that are African by nature.
Ones that are taking care of the siblings.
He is the daddy.
Come to think of it.
He's the daddy. There are 2 alarmed baby daddies. Let me tell you about others. Some of these men are the real fathers there. They provide advice, provide money, provide the ones. And if he steps away, they will fail and they'll become a problem. So can you learn what his family looks like? If he is a firstborn in an absent father situation, if he's the only dependable child with very responsible parents who are seated there for him to bring everything, can you study? Is he conscious
Yes.
to split his life to make sure the family is forming, is secure and protected? Or his life is all his house, there will always be a brother there, a sister there, some nephew coming to stay. And then when you don't agree to that, you're the bad one.
Yeah.
Those departments of his life, he should be progressively showing you. Some of these men had no boundaries because there was no woman to organize them. Does he take your opinions quickly and you see them changing his life? In fact, let's introduce the second point. The second point is when you see him making major changes in his life because of your advice. Major. I'm not talking about the red shoe instead of the black shoe.
Yes. Major changes.
Not the happy socks.
Yes.
Now you can introduce fancy socks. And then you adapt them, you think now you're making a lot of changes.
You're making
Fancy
progress.
socks. No. I'm talking about things that are life-changing.
Yes.
For example, boundaries with relatives. Boundaries with girls. You see him executing things and you watch it yourself. It's not him hyping it.
Yeah.
His dressing steps up and you recommend things. He goes out of his to you see him implementing this, you're like, okay, he took that seriously.
Yeah.
If a man does not invite your input that much and see him going out of his way to get it done, that marriage you will be voiceless.
Yes.
Remember, in a marriage you are nameless. Did we establish that?
First of all, you're nameless. And now you want to be voiceless.
Exactly. The name that is known is his.
Yeah, is his.
Society doesn't even want to know Sylvia. They just know the wife.
Yes.
They name you either after the child or after the husband.
Yes.
How many people know you're Sylvia? They just know you're Mama.
Exactly.
Your wife too. Society is very biased.
Yes.
You're nameless.
You remember your name when you go home.
You have to insist. My name is.
My name is.
You know.
Yes.
Society want you're nameless as a woman. So now we are making sure we are not voiceless.
True. The other day, someone was surprised to hear someone calling me by my name because
Oh, so that's your name. But they said you're in person. Sorry, is your name?
and there's someone you've been with for so long.
They know you by family titles. So you're nameless.
Literally.
You know,
Yeah.
even if your friends doesn't know your name, surely.
Imagine.
You know, so that's how unfair women are treated. Men have titles that, you know, that's how society is. Secure yourself. Because if things are tilted against you, secure yourself by getting a man who welcomes your input, your wise counsel,
Yeah.
and does not. Sometimes when you guys try things together, they go south. He does not blame you. We tried. It was fun. It was adventurous.
Yes.
When you're driving on the road and you suggest a route, then it turns out to be a dead end. No, see? So take it lightly.
Yes.
We have learned at least this one does go anywhere. We take,
Go back and take a good
that's why I
one.
want you to not just do coffee dates. When you're seated there on the table, there are no events. You may not see true personality
Yes.
when you're seated across tables. Avoid the coffee dates too much. Just do the first few. The progression of your communication as you get to know each other with a person should start from the chat, the phone call, video call, physical meetings, physical activities.
Yeah.
That is the progression.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll be deceived. Don't just sit facing each other. Go face life. Drive together to some place.
Yeah.
Go doing things. See how they handle being cut in traffic, being blocked unfairly, being delayed, traffic jam, rain. Can you see life?
Yes.
See life. Don't go for holidays. Don't cross sexual boundaries. Don't do that. But do life. Attend events. Go see how they relate,
Yes.
how they're treated with honor or dishonor. After events, people usually go to where they belong.
Yeah.
When the main event is done, that's where people go to their true self.
Yeah.
Alcohol, people go to drink. People socialize how they go to social. Those who get after the main event, now people show their true colors. Can you watch? And the true friends come for them. You know they can't pretend too much. The friends they drink, they come for them. You know, you see.
Yeah.
You see a lady who has been entertaining all manner of men, they come with that because that's what she has with them. Watch people in social action. You will see the reality.
Yes.
Does he progressively include you and does he make major changes in life because of your advice? Why is this a sign of love? Because, let me remind you, men don't love as such in terms of emotion. The language of love for men is called respect.
Okay. Yes.
Remember that? It's not, that's why they don't say I love you a lot. In Africa, you don't hear it from men.
Yes.
And if you want to judge that, you divorce us. I tell you the truth. If you are trying to look for African men to keep saying I love you every morning, if you want to marry a Briton, that's not.
It's not African. Yes.
It even looks funny. Every morning I love you.
I saw a lady saying that she was practicing to say I love you to the daddy. And anytime she would go and meet the daddy and she feels like the words are saying, no, don't.
So men don't show you I love you with the words. We show you I love you by inclusion and by implementing your advice. In fact, when men want to tell each other I love you, when they're talking to other men, they say, salute man.
Yeah.
Bro. That's, bro.
That's the language of I love you.
So understand men's language. When you advise him and he says, by the way, you're right. He respects your ideas, your opinion. That man values you. So after respect is value.
Yes.
Whatever you want to call love, you can. But the emotion...
with men...
Look for respect, look for inclusion, look for valuing, look for communication, closeness. Look for him holding you in high regard, presenting you. He can tell other men, oh, I love that girl to bits. But the language of I love you is not the fastest thing. We do say it in occasion, but it needs to be in an occasion.
Yes.
There should be something happening. It's not the way. We find it too feminine every time to keep throwing those words around. Men love with actions. You recommend something, he goes out of his way to do it.
Yeah.
You don't like the way his car is dirty? From that day on, it's spotless. You don't like the way the kitchen was neglected? That house is never dirty since the time you talked.
Yeah.
You recommend for him to do gym, to work on his weight. Within a month, he's down to the right weight. You mentioned only once, the man took it up seriously.
Respecting
That's
the opinions.
Huge respect.
Yeah.
You were not comfortable with the way he's dishing out money to cousins to this. Later on, by the time you check, you notice he stopped that. You recommended this kind of investment. By the time you realize the papers are lying there saying he signed. Did you buy? Yeah, I did that, by the way.
Respect and valuing.
You should feel that you are given power, influence, a say, a voice by the man voluntarily. No pestering.
Yeah.
No pestering. Now, where does that translate to? That will translate to him marrying you and putting you in front. Making sure you drive better, you dress better, you live at a good place. He wants to go to his way to make your life comfortable. To make it that you feel loved, cherished, protected by him, by deeds. That's the man who will protect you emotionally and hurt other females. Block them, chase them out for threatening the territory of his woman. These are the signs you should look early.
Yes.
And when you go to visit his mother, he leads. You can see he's in front, introducing and protecting you, sort of. Introducing you to him, and you can feel.
Yes.
There's a physical dimension to it. When he is psychologically protective of you, it shows. It shows that even when you walk on the road, I ran vehicles to pass through near my wife.
Yes.
And let me tell you that. And when a guy is coming to pass by you, he protects you from the idiot.
Yeah.
Physically, it shows that way. But mentally and emotionally is when you feel... We'll talk about other signs of love, and one of them is mental investment. When he's advising you to be better, when he's putting his mind to improve your life when he's giving you very well thought out ideas.
Okay.
That's one of the ways that you know he's mentally taking time to think about your life.
Yes.
An idea that he has chewed on, researched on, checked. Psychologically you feel included in the way that after you suggested something,
Yeah.
you mentioned that the seats look retired, and next time he has changed them.
Yes.
Or he's inviting you to choose for him among those pictures which ones you would prefer.
Yeah.
And for him, you're saying, which curtains are you going with? Sorry, seats and curtains. Oh, I do not think they should drive. Okay, let me also get the curtains. And just came, okay. And the floor, how does it look like? Oh, and are you planning carpet? Carpet. You say things, you transform his house with pure, simple ideas. In that marriage, you'll have a voice. He includes you, respects opinions, makes changes in respect to the advice. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Let me read something from the book Lasting Love, How to Find Your Soulmate Without Losing Yourself. And this part says, relationships never die a natural death or run out of love. They die from a habit of neglect and indifference, assuming each other and sinking into complacency. You can suffocate your love even when you're doing your wife's or husband's duty at home, but you're emotionally neglectful of your partner. Again, and then there's a word here that you said, I wanted to understand this word. You talked of micro rejections.
Yes.
What are these micro rejections?
It's small resistance to small gestures. Like if you want to hold my hand when you're walking and I don't hold.
Oh.
That's not a big thing, but you feel it.
Yeah.
When you throw a joke and I don't pick it. When you sit where I'm seated and I wake up. You know.
It's micro, but it's so hard. Yeah.
It's when you wanted me to support you in a comment and I ignore.
And you, yeah.
Tiny but emotional.
Yes.
You feel.
They prick somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you cannot use them to argue in public because they look petty. And when you're trying to purchase something, and these are the kind of things you're naturally the one who chooses, then I'm trying to impose.
Yeah.
How we know, but it's usually inside things. The inside things that we know who normally does what. You make food, I don't even acknowledge it. I eat and go like a cow. You know.
Yes.
Those little things. Or the lady always picks clothes for you, doesn't pick for you. It's a tiny thing because all the clothes are there, they're cleaned.
Yeah. Yes.
You can't tell the public that because the clothes are there, they're cleaned. But she usually selects for you what to wear today.
Yeah.
That's an extra personal thing. If she doesn't do it, you may not divorce.
Yeah.
But you feel
You feel something has changed.
Yes.
Or it's changing.
You guys, you do food rub, those small services for each other. You make a special meal for, just a habit of treating each other with one thing. Then you don't do it.
Yeah.
It pricks.
Yes.
You wonder, are we friends? Are we okay? And you can overthink a lot.
Yeah. I get it.
So micro rejections are those small violations, emotional pains that get you anxious and feeling uneasy.
Yeah.
And ladies do those to men by postponing intimacy with legitimate excuses. We have worked late and we are tired, understandably.
Yes.
Good excuses.
Yeah.
But the man still feels micro rejections.
Yes.
And those little things is what you're calling micro rejections. We are saying be careful with them because sometimes people can administer them to you as a punishment or as a neglect. If a person is not sensitive about small things that they know matter to you,
Yeah.
ask yourself whether you can trust them with the big things. Yes.
Amazing. That was a good one. This book is The Lasting Love. You can find it on www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. We have a dating package, healing package, self-development books, and books for the pre-25s. Go there and get yourself a book that serves you right. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. Bye.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to